Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Duke Silver and today we have a Fates game for you. And as with any great The Fates game, we're going to start with a Polywoggle. I mean, is there a better start on any hero than starting with a fated Polywoggle? I would argue there is not. This is the reason that the Fates is one of my favorite heroes to play, is just being able to start with a Polywoggle. We get crushed in the first couple fights of the game, but now that we get to triple our Polywoggle, we get a nice stat boost and a guaranteed treasure here. So, if this Polywoggle slays without dying, and it does, we're gonna get a nice big chunk of stats and also just win the fight with our 2 units. So, I mean, Darkwood Creeper is maybe the least exciting thing to Polywoggle into, but you know, it's still pretty big. And yeah, we take a Riverwish Mermaid to get some extra toughness onto the board, and we're gonna try and make use of this Darkwood Creeper for now, at least. Definitely happy to take a pair and get a support on this Brave Princess, and we're gonna lock this this triple and this TLK. Again, Creeper is definitely not the most exciting thing to have Polywoggled into, so we're just going to get rid of it immediately after we take a spell here. And we'll take Merlin Slippers, look for more TLKs, and we get a copycat, so that's interesting. Like, I mean, buying this Sherwood Sure Shot is probably the most efficient thing that we could do with our turn. Because I mean, I want this lucky because we have this copycat. So we're gonna sell something for this lucky, and it's gonna be this the unicorn. Selling a 6/6 unicorn to downgrade for the lucky is a little bit awkward, but we have so many stats that it's probably not gonna matter. Like a 13/23 at this stage in the game is gonna be able to mop up a lot of characters on most boards. And yeah, we get our copycat attack off, triggering the lucky twice, and then lucky dies as well. So we're gonna get 3 different lucky activations, and that's gonna give us some great econ going into level 4. And we have this Merlin Slippers, so I think it's a relatively easy crystal ball out of this shop. The other 2 treasures are really unexciting on this board, so we'll take our 3 free units and then pick up a Nutcracker as well. I don't mind Nutcracker when we've got a crystal ball, since we can put extra stats on. We can put multiple instances of extra stats on it per turn, which is gonna help it get to where we want it to be. And yeah, we're gonna cast a Masquerade Ball and then just lock the shop and hopefully get some discounts on those level 5 characters. This opponent has a very low power, low attack board, so if they attack into our Nutcracker there, then we're going to get a couple activations, just 2 ticks on the quest there. So not the greatest ever. No, I mean, this baby bear is discounted, but it just doesn't really work on the board. I mean, I could put it behind the copycat, which might have been alright, but I figure I just want to find some either better spells to cast or something else. And there's another TLK, which so we're done with this copycat now. We're just gonna keep going up the chain, and then we get a Golden Shoulder Fairies, which is a pretty solid size here already. Fortunately, we've got a mixed board already. Sometimes you'll kiss into a Shoulder Fairies and it'll be just absolutely tiny, so pretty happy about that. And unfortunately, that Pied Piper goes down pretty early. Yeah, Sky Castle, we've already got 2 Royals and an Arthur in the shop, so I'm even at 4.2. I'm pretty happy to pick that up here. Sky Castle is particularly interesting on Fates because, I mean, you get the bonus for tripling things, so just taking a bunch of Royals is is obviously something you want to be doing anyways. Again, we're just handling combats like pretty decisively, so this is maybe one of the worst level 3 treasure shops I've seen. So we're just gonna skip right past it. Yeah, we'll take a Baba Yaga. We've got this golden ogre princess now, and now there's a forking rod. So I think we're done with this sky castle. We don't have any other royals to pair up right now, and we want the slippers and the crystal ball. Well, with the slippers and the crystal ball, forking rod is of course what we want. And this Baba Yaga is also going to be great for helping us get some extra spell discount if we can pick up an Aeon. And Loki has a Holy Grail here, so that's definitely worth noting. They're definitely not weak. I mean, we're gonna give them a big chunk of damage here, but that was a pretty solid 5-pointer board with the Holy Grail, so it'll be interesting to see what they look like next time we fight them. Alright, we do find the Aeon, and we get another Baba Yaga, so we're pretty strong. We're against the bottom board in the lobby, so we're gonna make ourselves a little bit weaker and try and give this Aeon a better chance to slay. Unfortunately, they take out one of our Baba Yagas, which means we have just not enough power to slay there with our Aeon, but we do win the fight and knock the player out. Alright, find another Aeon. So now we kind of want to just cast a bunch of spells on the Aeons, and get their power up high enough to get some slays in front of these Baba Yagas, hopefully. And yeah, we're not going to be passing any TLKs, of course, with this crystal ball and with all these golden characters. And yeah, TLK into a lance that's big enough to finish his quest is definitely something I'm happy about. We can lock this golden Baba Yaga. It's gonna make a small adjustment right before we go into the battle here. Unfortunately, they've got a couple lightning dragons, so they take out one of our Baba Yagas. But we get at least one slay out of the Aeon, although it was not supported by the Baba when it happens, so we're only going to get one spell cost reduction. But we get some stats on the Lancelot as well, so that's not a bad consolation prize. And none of those 5 treasures are better than slippers, I don't think, in this context. I don't really want to spend 3 gold on spells. Like, we don't want to over invest in spells and not find any way to improve our board here. There's a Sign of the Storm, so that's a good improvement. We'll do a Mix-a-Whizzle onto Arthur there and get a big burn beard. And yeah, let's just put as much attack as we can onto this Aeon and get this slay. All right, we get a full Aeon slay finally. So now we've got some real spell cost reduction to work with. This Medusa almost completely ruins us, but we do end up winning the fight and knocking another player out. And yeah, we locked the 2 targeted spells, so feeling pretty good about that. We'll just take a Tran out of the shop to free up a spot for Crystal Ball to populate. That's another TLK. A little bit of a weird targeting bug there. Turns into a Bearstein, not really what we want, but it is a mage, so it's gonna scale attack with spells that we cast, so that's something, I suppose. Alright, we're down to top 2. It's that Loki that had the Holy Grail. We haven't seen them in a minute yet, so we're just gonna take a doubled Pigomorph here and try and end the game right now. I believe they were on level 5 though when they had the Holy Grail, although I don't remember exactly. But yeah, no, they're looking pretty big, so they might have been actually a little ahead of experience, head-on experience when they had that Holy Grail. So they've assembled a pretty full tree board with Phoenix Feather and Mirror with Medusa. So that's going to be pretty tough to overcome. They deal us a good chunk of damage. We are actually, I would say we're probably behind in the game at this point, after dominating for most of it. So at this point, it's more we should be able to scale faster than them if we can survive long enough to get to parity and get ahead. But we are going to have to potentially try and figure out a way around this this Medusa, or just hope that we get some better attacks. Yeah, we're just casting as many spells as possible. Getting a knighthood on that on the Scion of the Storm is good. These attacks are not fantastic. Although the fact that we didn't attack into the Medusa right away is good, because when it resummons, it's not going to get its attack immediately. But that Phoenix Feather is just probably going to be too many stats for us to handle here. We're gonna have another knighthood here. We got, or on this Scion. So those are giving us good good spikes and stats. But we do need to diversify our strong characters here. This Lancelot is probably not cutting it anymore. But I'm gonna keep buffing its health, because it makes the shoulder fairies a lot better if we can make Lance bigger. Now I kind of want to just cast this Pigomorph, but I've still got 6 gold left. I mean, we're gonna do it, but it's a little unfortunate that I'm not gonna able to keep casting spells throughout the turn here. I'm just trying to figure out best positioning, and we're gonna cut the Lance. We cut the Lance and the shoulder fairies, so I was hoping the Doom Breath was gonna do a little bit more than that, but their back row is very large, so. All right, and we get to parity. We draw the fight there, but we did not get an Aeon Slay, which is really awkward for our scaling here. And again, like it's gonna be really tough to pass this Pigomorph. We've got like, I mean, we're not able to get use out of our forking rod if we catch this Pigomorph. So I think we're gonna just catch this Rotten Apple and hope it hits the Echo Woods, one of the Echo Woods at least. And also, I'm gonna take this Medusa and try and counter scam them here. I mean, again, we're hoping to hit the Echo Woods with the Rotten Apple, so I'm gonna put the Doom Breath back in, but we're gonna hang on to that Medusa if we can. We get a slay with the Aeon though, so that's really good. That's gonna let us keep scaling as long as we survive this fight, and I think we will. We get some really good attacks there. The apple tree attacking into the one thing that kills it is very important. And their Phoenix Feather is a little bit too much, so we lose that fight. So we're kind of going backwards as far as progress, but we move on. We push on. I definitely want to cast this Evil Twin. I'm not entirely sure where. Maybe I should have sold something else, because that way I'd actually get the second day on there. But all right, now that we see a third croc, we're gonna basically package these two Storm Kings or Scions of the Storm, sorry, with a Medusa. So hopefully when they pop out, the Medusa will get an attack off and maybe help us scam them a bit. Anyway, bought Spellweaver this turn and got it up over 100 attack in just a single turn, so that's pretty good. We get a pretty awkward attack there with their Medusa getting 2 attacks off in a row. But this familiar is nice and chunky and putting in a lot of work here. Take out their Phoenix Feather nice and early, and they don't have any scam left, so we're actually going to get some value. We get a good attack there, which means our Medusa is going to get to attack and take out one of those Echo Woods, and we end up winning the fight. So yeah, that was kind of a wild finals. I really felt like we were just dominating the whole game, and then we ran into a post Holy Grail Loki that was very, very strong. But we managed to overcome them with a good amount of scaling, as well as expanding our board with a Golden Croc. Being able to fit a bunch of units in a Golden Croc can really make the difference, clearly, and allow us to just essentially just play more characters. And yeah, this technically fulfills one of the challenges put forth by JLY25 or Jelly25. I'm not really sure which one is correct. Feel free to let me know which one of those is right there. Which was basically cast every TLK you see in a game and still win. But to be fair, not casting every TLK I see is probably a bigger challenge. It's definitely, I feel like, one of the most has some of the highest fun factor of anything in the game. Just getting to see a random higher level character is always fun, and when you hit, it can be such a huge power spike. So, but yeah. So if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps the channel, really helps me out. Really appreciate it. Be sure to leave a comment, respond to every comment, and yeah, let me know what you think of True Love's Kiss. Do you cast every TLK you see? Is it something you enjoy as well? But yeah, with all that said, I will see you tomorrow.